California dreaming about you.
You can see Justin Allgaier all the way up against the wall there too.
As Räikkönen pulling up alongside him.
They've been struggling a little bit, Justin Allgaier, with that 31 car. Made some changes right before qualifying. Qualified decent, but boy, he's searching for racetrack.
One of the stories of the day we've been keeping an eye on, Formula One world champion from 2007, Kimi Räikkönen, making his nationwide series debut in that 87 car, fielded by Nemco Motorsports, Joe Nemechek's team, a car prepared by Kyle Busch Motorsports. As far as Räikkönen is concerned, he's on the lead lap. He's in 16th place. He's gotten a couple of stock car racing lessons here in the mid part of the race.
Yeah, a little bump draft to Stephen Wallace there, but not enough room getting down in there for him.
He does a good job, though, saving the car. Goes on here and tries a little different line going into turn 3. See if he can make some speed up top. Maybe just a little too high.
Well, it's been fun to watch, and again, Dave, he's on the lead lap in 16th place.
Well, now we have to keep in perspective just watching this guy, you know, his second NASCAR race and how much car control he has. Remember, the truck race was here last week. Crew Chief Rick Wren said he learned a lot during that race, including how to be more aggressive. I mean, face it, when he came in here, he'd never been around other cars, been bumped by other cars with fenders on him, at least from the F1 side. So he's really come a long way, and the balance right now, not bad on that car. Remember, started out very tight, loosened it way too much, and kind of came back toward the middle.
And of course, the more recent racing that Räikkönen's been doing has been in World Rally cars.
Yeah, what I've seen so far in this race, Alan, that guy's got a lot of talent. This is just like you say, his second stock car start. Doing a great job. This is a very competitive series. I think it's just what he wants to do with this. If he wants to be a driver in NASCAR, I think he can.
Kimi Räikkönen on pit road now in the 87 car. That'll be a 4-tire change as well. Remember, the balance not too bad, so just an air pressure change for him right now. They've gotten it pretty good for him. The main thing is just making laps and making them aggressively.
Part of the education in the world of NASCAR, Räikkönen getting a pass-through penalty.
I think he might have been speeding getting onto pit road. Like he came in pretty hot, smoking the tires on that first time.
And the Räikkönen penalty was too fast exiting pit road.
Saw this just a little bit ago. Kyle Busch came up on Kimi Räikkönen here. Look how close this was.
Hello.
Yo. On pit road, Dave?
Kimi's coming back down pit road. He feels like he ran over something that's stuck underneath the car. Not only that, they're going to hand him the right water bottle this time. They handed him the empty one he tried to hand out. He's got a piece of somebody else's splitter coming off this race car. Yeah, he did run over something.
Wow.
62 of the net is in as well, Ellen.
Kimi Räikkönen making his debut in the NASCAR Nationwide Series. Had an interesting day.
Interesting is a good word for it, yes, but done a really good job on the racetrack. See the splitter that he ran over here.
Now, Dave reported on Kimi Räikkönen having someone's splitter stuck in the front of his 87 car. Now we know where it came from.
Yeah, this is Jeremy Clement's car, and they're trying to repair where that splitter came loose. I have to think that part of that splitter was in Räikkönen's front end. The other part could have been on the track, which brought out the caution. You see the 87 car right there on the back straightaway hits that big piece of that splitter. Had to come to pit road under green to get it off right here. That thing was stuck hard.
And again, another piece of that splitter from the 51 car, the debris that caused this caution flag that we're under. Now that sets up the big strategy that we just saw.
You know, another guy who has raced at Indianapolis, not on the oval, but on the road course. Shannon Spake is with Kimi Räikkönen.
That's right, 27th place finish, but I know this was just an up and down day. You were running top 15 at one point during the race. How would you describe this race, Kimi?
Yeah, on beginning I thought that we had a good car, always on beginning with a good overtake and race with the cars, but then like halfway through, a little bit over the halfway, the cars started to be really tight, and just even we tried to change all the time and to improve it, it just didn't help, and it's just in the end it was just I hit the wall a few times, but I thought that even when I touched the wall a few times it kind of helped, but then it's just in the end it just didn't work at all. I mean, it was really, I just was driving around to finish the race.
And of course, your fans wanting to know what your future plans are here in NASCAR. Can we expect to see you back here?
I don't know yet. I mean, for now I go back to Europe and do the rallies, and then we see what happens.
All right, Kimi Räikkönen, 27th place finish here at Charlotte.
All the journalists jumping in, a lot of unfamiliar faces out down there because, of course, he's been a big draw. But let's go back, take a look at his day. Keep in mind, he just made his NASCAR debut a week ago here at Charlotte in the Truck Series race. He finished 15th in that. Started 22nd this morning and quickly learning some bump drafting.
He learned a little bit of NASCAR driving up against the wall, scraping around. And I tell you, though, he did such a great job, in my opinion, Ricky. He ran strong. He's probably one that got the best opening runs of all the open wheel guys I've ever seen.
Yeah, the only thing that got him was the penalty and for speeding on the exit of pit road, and of course somebody's splitter, Rusty, that was laying on the track. I agree with you. I know how difficult this is. He comes into this with no experience. He learns to manage a new car, manage traffic. He adapts to all the things that make up NASCAR racing. Very impressed.
I don't think we're talking enough about how good he ran his first time out. This was an incredible run where he qualified and how fast he ran and where he ran during the race.
I was just going to say he finished 27th, but that is probably not indicative of how well he ran today. Alan?
Nicole, thanks. With Dale and Andy, just a quick thought on Räikkönen, the former Formula One champ, NASCAR debut. What you think?
Yeah, kind of echoing what Ricky and Rusty have said there. I think he did a really nice job. You know, some of the reasons that he's 4 laps down was, you know, speeding, leaving pit road, then obviously that splitter. So a number of things that compounded his day there. But as far as on the racetrack, handling a race car, and pretty impressive.
I thought so too. What I saw out of him talent-wise, I think it's really up to him. If he wants to do this, I really believe that he has what it takes to do it. It's got to be a lot different though. Coming over from those open wheel cars, you can see sweat off his brow. These are hot cars to drive. They're hard to drive and physical. So I think he did a good job. I'm very impressed with his debut so far, and it's going to be interesting to see what he can do in the future.
Never been to the racetrack, never been to the city, probably all these things to figure out and decide if he wants to do more of it. Certainly a challenge.